All right guys, we're out here on the water and I wanted to just make a short video on some of the features of the Garmin SPYPole. I wanted to show you how it works. There are some really good features on the SPYPole. I haven't had any issues with it. I'm actually running 2 SPYPoles on my boat. If you want a clear screen, you've got to have good voltage, good clean power. You need good wiring. You need good batteries. If you haven't already upgraded your batteries to lithium batteries, you need to look at MillerTech lithium batteries. They're an Amish company up in Middlefield, Ohio. Best customer service, best warranty in the industry, 10-year non-prorated warranty. If you want to upgrade your batteries, click on the link in this video or the Shop Now button. You can save 10% on anything MillerTech has on their website. I'm going to jump up on the bow of the boat and show you on the 2 screens that I have up front. I've got a 9222 and a 9213 XSV. So let's jump up front. All right guys, we're up here on our unit. Let me show you what I got going on. We're in our LiveScope screen. We are currently using the port side SPYPole. I have 2 SPYPoles, one on port, one on starboard. Port side's left, starboard side's right. This particular transducer is mounted on the port side SPYPole, and I've named it LVS34 SPYPort. So I want to show you how to get the SPYPole menu on your LiveScope screen. All you got to do is go down here to toolbar. Now I've already got SPYPole selected, so that's why you can see the SPYPole menu. But if we would have been in our media, let's close it out. We go back to toolbars. It's at the last toolbar that you know we're on. That was our stereo system. So we're going to go back to SPYPole menu, and we can put it at different positions on the screen, and you can see by the arrows. But what we're going to do is I'm going to just put it up here on top. So if we do that, it puts it right up there, and you can, that's all you got to do. You can have the menu up there by just doing that. So if we go back to toolbar, I've got that one selected. We could select all 4 positions, or we could turn that one off, and we could put it over here on the right of the screen. We could do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to go and put it, I'm going to put it on the top of my screen. I kind of like it there. Right now we got our menu up here. Since I have 2 SPYPoles, the starboard one on the right, the port one on the left, you have to toggle between the 2. So right now it's on SPYPole starboard. I'm going to click it and put it on port because that's the one that we're going to work with. That's this transducer that's on here right now. We're going to go to the menu, these 3 horizontal lines, click that. And here's the features. Right now we're currently in auto SPYLOCK, and what that is, I'm spot locked on to this brush pile with the SPYPole. Pretty neat. So all this boat traffic that you see all in here, look, all these people coming right by us, all the waves, other than the transducer coming in and out of the water because we're going to take on a wave, we're holding it. I mean, we're holding that brush pile perfect. I want to show you another feature is SPYScan. SPYScan will let you scan an area. So if we put it in SPYScan, wherever it's currently sitting at, it's going to scan. Right now it is doing a full scan. And I want to show you how to set that up. If you hit these 3 lines, you can set the speed. Go in here and set whatever speed that you want that to scan at. or you can set the direction. So right now I've got it at the bow. We are scanning the bow. You could actually scan starboard side, which is going to be of course the right side of the boat. See it? Now we can set the angle of what we're wanting to scan on the starboard side. All you do is go to here. Right now we're doing a full scan. We could go down here and just do 120 degree scan. So it's going to do a 120 on the starboard side. You can tighten it up. You're down here. Tighten it up, just do 20 degrees. Now watch this. It's just going to do a little 20 degree scan. That's what SpyScan is. SpyLink, if you put it in SpyLink, what SpyLink does is it links to the Garmin Force Pro trolling motor or the regular Garmin Force. As long as it's paired to the trolling motor, that feature will come up. That feature of SpyLink does not come up on the starboard side spy pole because I never linked it to the Garmin, because you can only use one. I think you can only link it to one trolling motor at a time. And so I'm right now using the port side one for the 360 and for a forward facing. Right now I've only got a LVS 34 mounted on the second spy pole on the starboard side. But SpyLink will follow the trolling motor everywhere you go. The reason why it's not moving with the trolling motor right now is we are spot locked out here. And when you spot lock the Garmin Force by pushing your spot lock button on the trolling motor and it's in SpyLink, then you can operate the spy pole with the Garmin trolling motor foot pedal, which is really neat. That's one of the features you can do as long as it's in SpyLink. Now when it's in SpyLink and you are spot locked, none of these buttons will take the trolling motor out of spot lock anymore. Now in order to get it out of spot lock, you're going to have to push the spot lock button right there, and that takes it out of it. We're going to hit it again. It's back in spot lock. As long as it's in spot lock, we're in SpyLink, then we can use our Garmin trolling motor foot pedal to control the spy pole. Now I'm going to show you what auto SPYLOCK is. That's the best feature, man, on the whole thing, in my opinion. So I'm spot locked out here near a brush pile, as you can see. That's on both our screens here. And we've got it in, we're gonna go ahead and put it in auto SPYLOCK. So when you put it in SPYLOCK, what that does is it will lock on to that piece of structure. And you can take and move the boat in a circle and it will hold that structure or that brush pile. All right, let me show you another way that you can lock onto a piece of structure using a waypoint. So let's just say, well, we don't have a waypoint set for that brush pile. So let's go ahead and save a waypoint. So we found this piece of structure. We're going to go ahead and set a waypoint. So all we have to do is, I'll go ahead and pause the screen. Wait a minute. Go ahead and pause the screen. I'm going to go ahead and save that. I want a waypoint right there. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to set that. And it's set 180 waypoint. You can go on here and name it, do whatever you want to do, but it's already, I'm going to just hit the back button. I'm going to hit close. Okay, so we have a waypoint saved for that brush pile. So I'm going to go to my maps or charts, and there's our 180 waypoint. So let's go ahead and get our spy pole menu up here so we can see it. All right, we'll use this screen now. So there's our brush pile. We are on the starboard. We want to change that to port. So now we got our spy pole, we've got our mapping, there's our 180. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to use the foot pedal, and I'm just going to move this thing out of the brush pile way. Let's just get it out of the way. So this is the beam of the forward facing sonar. This is the beam for the other spy pole. I think I'm going to get that out of the way. So all I got to do, if I want to control that one, is go up here and I'm going to hit starboard, and I'm just going to control that one because I don't have the foot pedal out here right now. I'm just going to move that one right about there, right out of the way, get it out of the way so you can see what's going on. We're going to switch back over to port. Right now we're spot locked with the Garmin Force Pro. So here's another way. We know there's a brush pile right there. We've got a waypoint set for that. All you gotta do is go over here and click on that. It pulls up 180 right there. Hit SPYLOCK. It's gonna ask you which pole you want to use to SPYLOCK onto that on that waypoint, that piece of structure. So we're gonna go ahead and pick the port side because that's one we're using. Now, see? It just pulled up that waypoint. There's that waypoint that we saved. Now take in mind, this thing is only as good as the GPS signal. And as you know, GPS signal from day to day changes. Sometimes you can be out here and it'll be a foot or two off, and sometimes you can come out here and it'll be 10 foot off. So it's only as good. But I can tell you right now, if you're spot locked with the Garmin, the thing don't really move at all. I mean, this new Force Pro, they fixed all the drifting issues with the, I mean, this thing will hold this waypoint. But if this boat drifts any at all, anywhere, it's going to hold on to that. But you might come out here tomorrow and get close to that brush pile and try to SPYLOCK onto it, and it may be off because of the GPS signal's off. So what I'm going to do is we're going to leave it in SPYLOCK, and I am going to go around and show you how this thing works. So since we're on SPYLOCK, we're going to go ahead and take it out of the trolling motor out of spot lock, and I'm going to do a circle. I'm going to kind of go away here. I'm going to do a big circle. We're still holding that brush pile, or we're holding that waypoint. Now, that brush pile can change. It's bigger on one side than the other, or vice versa, and it depends on where the waypoint is that you set. Just keep that in mind. I mean, so, but look how it's still holding that waypoint. So what we're going to do, it's holding it. And the reason why you don't see it is because we're not out far enough. So if we got too far away. Now look at it. So let's try to get closer to it. So see, here's our boat, there's our head, and we're going to try to go right. We're going to go right to that waypoint. right, so we're coming right up on it. We can go ahead and hit spot lock on our trolling motor, and it'll hold that. It's going to hold that. Once it settles down and the boat weight and it finds itself, the spot lock on the trolling motor will hold us right here, and the spy pole will stay spy locked onto that brush pile. So we'll just go over here, get back on our sonar port sonar, and there's that brush pile.